Yo, yo. What's up, peeps? I'm going to let people roll up in here before I start doing what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do is talk about the Cowboys interviewing a couple of different people for their defensive coordinator opening today. Tell you who those guys are, what they're about, and the next step in that process. And then, as I tend to do, I'm do a mock draft because it's what I do. Oh, and we're watching Brown Steelers at the same time, of course. Roethlisberger's just out here trying to throw picks. 3rd and 9. He's terrible. It's kind of the way it goes. All right. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Hey, Albert. What's up, buddy? Okay, so the Cowboys have interviewed 2 people for their defensive coordinator opening today. And those 2 names are Joe Whitt Jr. and Jason Simmons. So who are Joe Whitt Jr. and Jason Simmons? Well, Joe Whitt Jr. Sup, everybody. Joe Whitt Jr. was, of course, with Mike McCarthy in Green Bay for about a decade. And he was his cornerback coach most of the time. Then he was his passing game coordinator. And then he was the Browns secondary coach and pass game coordinator in 19. And in 2019, the Browns were 7th in the league in pass defense. But in 2020, Joe Whitt Jr. was the Falcons secondary coach and pass game coordinator. They were dead last in the league in pass defense. So, excuse me, do we immediately hate Joe Whitt Jr.? No, because coaching is weird. You know what makes it really hard to be a good defensive coordinator? Not having good players. So Joe Whitt Jr. interviewed today. He was with the Falcons last year as their secondary coach, their pass game coordinator. They were dead last in the league. But on that entire defense, I would say the only 2 good players were Grady Jarrett and then Keanu Neal is solid. But that's just an awful defense, so I don't know what you're going to do. And then Jason Simmons. Jason Simmons was also with Mike McCarthy in Green Bay for a decade. He was actually an administrative assistant and then worked his way up. Then he was the assistant special teams coach. Then he was the secondary coach. Then he was the DB coach. DB coach was last year. So he was, what's the difference between secondary coach and DB coach? Who cares? And then Jason Simmons last year was in Carolina where he was their pass game coordinator and their secondary coach. They were 18th in the league against the pass. So what is going on? Well, what is going on is that Mike McCarthy is interviewing guys who have been let go other places. Or Simmons, I know Whitt got let go because the coaching staff got let go. Simmons, it would be a promotion for him. I don't believe he's been fired in Carolina. Let me double check that, but I don't believe he's been fired in Carolina. And so anyway, that's the 2 guys. So are they dudes that Mike McCarthy has a history with? Yes. Oh, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, Andy. I got no problem interviewing guys that you're familiar with and guys that you have a history with if you think that they're good coaches or if you know that they're good coaches. I got no problem with that. He couldn't catch it. I have absolutely no problem with that. Totally cool. They better also interview people that he doesn't know and that he's not familiar with. That's my only thing. You can interview guys you're familiar with. I have no problem with that. There's value in knowing the coaches around the league. There's value in having worked with people. There's value in those things, so it's fine. What's not fine is if they interview 1 or 2 people and they're both guys who have worked with Mike McCarthy and then they hire one. That's not okay. So more teams are losing right now this weekend, and the Cowboys will have an opportunity to interview more people. As long as, Jesse, that's a great point, my laptop is plugged in. Every time I do this, my laptop just dies. It's plugged in right now. So as long as they're going to be setting up more interviews and we'll get more names out there, it'll be fine. I got no problem with you interviewing your dudes. No problem whatsoever. But if that's the only people you're talking to, then you need to get your S together. You know what I'm saying? Now, who are your top DCs for us to get? I mean, a lot of people around the league will tell you that Dan Quinn is a really good defensive coordinator. Coaching is weird because what people are going to tell you is they're going to be like, well, what are the results of their defenses? What are the results of those, whatever. So if Dan Quinn has years where he's a bad defense, people are just going to say, oh, he's a terrible coach. You don't know because your players are a big part of it. So I just want them to hire somebody. I like the name Dan Quinn. Do I like the name Gus Bradley? I just want them to hire whoever is the best plan for their players that's going to let them play a one-gap scheme because that's what they have the players for. None of this two-gap crap. 3 names. Okay. George Edwards is already on staff, and I'm sure he'd love the job. Joe Whitt Jr., Dan Quinn. How about that? Marvin Lewis, Gus Bradley. Yeah. I'm dying today, and I apologize. It's because I'm hungover. With COVID, I don't really drink, but yesterday I did, and I'm paying for it. So that's the news. The news is that they have interviewed a couple of those guys, and we shall see what their next steps are. Now let's talk about things that are way more important, which is me having fun with mock drafts. I love mock drafts. Who doesn't love mock drafts? How could you not love mock drafts? What's wrong with you if you don't love mock drafts? So I'm on Pro Football Network here. Top 9 picks have already gone. Look at this. I already got 3 trade offers here at number 10. Patriots will give me a next year's 1 to move up 5 spots and one of my 3s. I would do that in real life, but right now I'm just mock drafting for guys this year. So, like in real life, hell yeah, bro. Boy, all the way down to 30, huh? 30, 62, 93, 188, and their second next year? Nah. And San Francisco, to move up 2 spots, would give me a 2 next year and take a, what is that, a 5? 36, 91, 21, 50. Yeah, it's probably a comp 5 or something. Nah. I'm going to say no to everybody. How you like that? How you like that? Say no to everybody. Let's see what we got on the board here. Oh, let me check the chat. What are you guys up to right now? What are you guys doing? What y'all doing? It's not too late to be hungover from yesterday. It's really not. Are there any Dallas? What up, brother? Appreciate you. You're the homie. Are there any young position coaches that are big names around the league like Eberflus was for us? Gosh, I'm sure there are. Off the top of my head, I don't know their names. But that would be cool, you know? If it's a guy whose name you're not familiar with, don't let that terrify you. Like, oh my God, he must suck. I don't know his name. Nah, get you a young, hot up-and-comer. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we have on the board at number 10. If you're willing to pick offense, you have Kyle Pitts, Trey Lance, Rashawn Slater. So I would say you have Kyle Pitts and Rashawn Slater. On defense, you have Micah Parsons, Surtain, Kwity Paye, Azeez Ojulari. So those are the 6 names we're going to be considering here. Parsons, Paye, Surtain, Ojulari, and Kyle Pitts and Rashawn Slater. Ooh, whatever shall we do? Sam says beer and liquor yesterday. Yes, formula. That happened. Jeremy Johnson, have you checked out Zaven Collins from Tulsa? That's a great question. Yes, I actually just finished watching what I could find on him. I still don't have coach's tape on him. Zaven Collins is different, dude. He's weird. He's real weird. Like he's 6'4", 260. Zaven Collins is a Tulsa linebacker, and he's a giant. But you would think at 6'4", 260, you'd be talking about a guy that's like manhandling people, and he's not. He's like an off-ball linebacker that's a nifty 6'4", 260. Like he's really fast in a straight line. He can rush the passer because he's athletic enough to kind of turn the corner. He can shoot gaps and run guys down. His coverage stuff isn't very real. It's just kind of a start to rush and then drop back a few steps and then be really big. So he can't really cover. I'm going to need more games and all 22 tape, but Zaven Collins is different. He's very different. I won't have him above Parsons or Nick Bolton, or I also watched what's his name, J.O.K. at Notre Dame. I'll have him ahead of Collins as well. Oh, I know Collins had 4 picks this season, but that's the thing. You can't scout like highlight tapes. You have to watch them play. If you watch Zaven Collins play, he's not a coverage linebacker. He's not. He just kind of drifts around. But again, I also need more tape and more games on him. All right, what do we want to do, boys? What do we want to do here? between... I'm taking your votes before I make my executive decision. Parsons, and I'm going to tell you right now that I'm not taking a linebacker in the top 10. So, don't vote for Parsons. Pay is interesting. I like Ojulari as well. Surtain, if we pick him tonight, I want you to know that this pick is subject to change tomorrow night. I'm really interested to watch him cover. I'll show you who. I'm really interested to watch him cover Chris Olave, wide receiver at Ohio State, because Chris Olave is pretty good at everything. He's a nice route runner. He's creative. He's fluid. And it's the sort of guy that I wonder if he's going to give Patrick Surtain trouble. So, if we pick Surtain here, I want you to know that it's subject to me tomorrow going, nope, wouldn't do it if Olave cooks him. And then, so Pitts, Slater, Surtain. That's the three options that I give you guys. And you guys tell me what you're thinking. Ooh, look at the Slater votes coming in. Look at the Slater votes. Dallas, hey Jeff, would you take a job as a college scout or a college recruiting coordinator? If they paid me a butt ton of money, but I don't think they would. It's a lot easier to do this job when you don't get fired if you screw it up. You're going to let one game color your whole opinion of a guy? No. Did you not hear the part about, and I need more tape, and I need the all-22? I'm just telling you that through one game against Central Florida, I see a 6'4", 260-pound guy that doesn't play strong, that's niftier than he is powerful, that can rush the passer and can make plays in the passing game because of his size and his length and his frame, but he's not a cover guy, and he's not a power player. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm saying. Slater, Surtain, Captain trade down. Slater, Surtain. Slater, trade down. Samuel, Slater, Farley. Farley's gone. Slater. I think we had more Slater votes, so some people are going to be mad, but don't be mad at me. Be mad at all the people that voted. We're going to take Rashawn Slater. Actually, who wanted to trade with us? Because the best thing would be to move back just a couple of spots, let it thin out for you. Let's see. And then pick between the same guys. San Fran. No way, right? I mean, if they want a quarterback, they would do that. Okay. All right. San Fran. You get 10. I get 12. I get 43. You get 75. I get 107. Huh? Let's try him one more time before we just take Rashawn Slater. 10, 43, 75. Nothing else. How about that? Okay. I'm going to take Slater. I'm going to check this chat one more time to see how pissed off people are going to be about it. San Fran. What if JJ had his phone open, taking vote 2 to pick? That's what he should do. Look, man, I'm the world's most interactive Cowboys radio YouTube mock drafter. Crap, you hit a super chat. You can pick a player. I don't care. Trade down for J.C. Horn. Slater is ass. That's wrong. If you take Pitts, I'll probably be stoked. That's not even close to being a position of need. We need defense. San Fran wanted a 2022 second. They can't have that crap from me. Trade back to 15 with the Pats. Okay. That I like. You know I love doing some trading. New England. Come get your quarterback, brother. Oh, come on. Dance with me. Dance with me. You can dance if you want to. Give me 15. and 46. I'll give you 105. Hey, look at that. Now we're cooking. Surely they were coming up for a quarterback. Yeah, they took Trey Lance. Rejecting trade offers. Oh, look at that. See, Slater still made it. It thinned it out for us. Pay gone, Pitt's gone, Surtain, Parsons. Look at that. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Got you an extra pick for defense. Isn't that glorious? Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Take Surtain, then take Leatherwood in the second from CT Rob. I appreciate you, CT Rob. No, I'm not going to cheat the trades, Zach. I'm not going to do that. Slater's not a guard, Lavish. He can play guard. He's not a guard. Don't let people tell you that just because his arms are short. Watch him play. Hold on. Amanda's calling. Appreciate you, John. You're a beast. What up? Hi, dear. Huh?
Who's John?
He's in my chat right now.
Amanda John?
No, I don't think so. We're watching the game and we're doing a mock draft right now. We traded back to 15.
That was good?
What? Yep. I took Rashawn Slater.
Oh, very nice.
Ivan, appreciate you, man. You are a beast. Coming over from Vox's squad. What, dear?
Why are you talking to people?
Because there's a chat. I'm the world's most interactive radio.
Why are you isn't a chat room like typing?
They're typing, and I can see what they type, but I'm talking because I'm the one doing the video. I don't know how you don't understand this, dear. But we're in the second round now, and I have to reject all these trade offers. What?
They can hear you?
Yes, they're watching me live on YouTube right now.
Can they hear me?
Yes.
Well, tell him that Scott Hansen just stole my SHI.
What did he say?
I don't know. He was tweeting something, and then I tweeted back, and then he was like, I think I had told him, I was like, I don't want this. I just want it to end. I'm tired. And he's like, we need drama. So I quote retweeted him, and I was like, oh, it's his witching hour. Next thing you know, this mother effer tweets out the witching hour.
Well, it's his thing. He can tweet out his...
So I said, give me credit. Like, oh, you know what? The broad's right.
He's not going to give you credit for his phrase that you said that's his. He's not going to do that.
I thought we were better friends than that.
Duh. Okay, dear. I have to pick players.
Well, I'm going to be part of it.
All right, we're at 44. We already took an offensive tackle, so we're definitely going to be going defense.
44? Oh, no. I don't go past 32 right now.
Yeah, I know. You're a first-round mocker right now, but you'll get there. All right. I'll call you back.
Want to talk about the game?
No, I'll call you back.
But I don't have friends.
Yep. All right, guys. We've got Trevon Merrig. We've got Elim McNeil. I need to watch Baron Browning. So, our choices are Merrig, Tyson Campbell, who's second-round grade. Second-round grade on Merrig. Second-round grade on Nasir-Ildeen. Patrick Jones I haven't seen yet. Twyman's not any good. Weaver solid. Okay, so to me we're going between... To me, this pick is going to be between our D tackle, McNeil. I also wouldn't mind you just wait a little bit and take Marvin Wilson later. Or Shelvin in the third or fourth. These are the D tackles I like. Levi's not bad, but he's more traits of a three technique. McNeil's already a good player, like in terms of being a one technique that can move up and down the line a little bit. He's a nice player. But we also have most people's top-rated safety. I still need his 2020 tape. Otherwise, my guy's way down here, or Darius Washington. So what do you guys want to do? We got Tyson Campbell. We got... I wouldn't take any of those here. We got Rashad Weaver, Tyson Campbell, Trevon Merrig, and McNeil. That's who we're picking from. Who you want, mofos? Who you want? Safety. Take Wilson later and get Campbell. He's the last of the quarterbacks. McNeil, Campbell, Merrig. Well, I tell you, we just can't get no damn consensus in the room, can we? All right. I tell you what I'm going to do, boys. I'm taking Campbell. We're taking our corner. We're going to reject trade offers because we're going to make a pick here because it's only 2 picks later. And then I'm going to pick McNeil. Ugh! No, I'm not. I'm taking Merrig. Look at me go. Let Jeff cook. Leave me alone. No trades. What do we got here? We still got 75 and I traded away the other one. And then I'm going to take either Tyler Shelvin or Marvin Wilson. Shelvin is a true fat man. Just 350 pounds of I ain't moving. Whereas Wilson is kind of an in-betweener where his power is very inconsistent. He's inconsistent on tape, period. But he's more active, and there's a better chance of him giving you some pass rush help. But Shelvin is going to easily be a better run defender. So which big boy you want? You guys tell me. We're picking a big boy. We're picking up a big boy. We're picking us a big boy. You guys want the run stopper? Want the 2-down run stopper? Or you want the guy with more upside in Wilson? Shelvin's more of a sure thing. Wilson's got more upside. No way Cisco's still there. Andre Cisco's not good. I would not take Andre Cisco in the first 3 rounds. People disagree with me, and that's fine. But to me, he's not worth the pick. Wilson, Shelvin. I don't want him to 8-3-4 move him. I want to play a 4-3. Wilson, Shelvin. Sure. All right, we'll take the fat. Ooh, a lot of Wilson's coming in late. A lot of Wilson's coming in. All right, we're going to go Wilson. All right, look at that. We mock drafted. And now we tweet out the picture of the mock draft. And then we'll watch this fourth quarter. Send out the screenshot. All right, look at that. We did it, guys. We pulled it off. Wait, did I just close something that made something get weird on us? Dude. There. All right. The end. Thanks for swinging through with me, folks. Let's watch the end of this. Let's get us a Browns dub. The DC wanted a 3-4. The DC's gone. He's fired. We don't need a 3-4. Dude, you got to go 4 rounds. I'll start going 4 rounds next week. I'm starting to get there. I'm going to do the Ohio State linebackers tomorrow morning. I did the Notre Dame backer tonight. I started on the Tulsa linebacker. I did Chaz Surratt tonight. Meh. Chubb is out of there. Some of you guys are ahead of me. I think Pro Football Network does have our comp picks, Angel or Angel. I traded it. I traded 1-0 whatever and 10 to get 15 and 46. That's what happened. All right, thanks for swinging through. Shout out to Nick Chubb putting in mad work. Let's go Browns. To my super chatters, y'all are beasts. To all of you, you're beasts though. I love you guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Tell your friend to subscribe. You never know what's going to happen in this big, crazy world. So why not subscribe to a YouTube page and turn on the notifications? All right. Remember, you don't know what anybody might be going through on any given day, so be cool to people. That is the rules. I love you, and bye. Oh, Kurt keeps asking about Bobby Brown. I saw Dalton was watching Bobby Brown. Texas A&M guy, so maybe I'll go watch him. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Love you.